there.
Yeah, you're already live on that one. It just takes me a minute with
Now
YouTube.
we're going here.
Yeah, YouTube takes a minute for some reason. I don't know what their deal is.
Good morning to everybody on ours.
Yep.
Good morning.
We're
Good
good on both. Yay. Forgot your list.
Oh, I did. Y'all, I make a list and then I forget it all the time.
There's a lot of lag on the computer for some
Yeah,
reason.
there is. Okay. She's getting her list.
Who's watching?
Stephanie.
Oh,
It's just me. Yeah, it's just me. So, because my eyes, y'all, listen. So Saturday, I'll tell everyone. Okay, so on Saturday, we were all at my house for ever.
All day.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah.
Watching my big screen TV. And even though it's a big screen all day long, I noticed you ended up putting yours on about halfway through the day.
Yeah.
And so yesterday, my eyes were killing me, and I feel like they're still kind of mad at me.
It was
You guys
fun,
know-
though. It was really
know.
It
cool.
was, and it went really fast. So
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, first of all, good morning. My name is Lynn Pinkles, and I'm with Pynk and Co at the American Realty. This is Dwayna Pullum. She's
Hello.
also with, or Pynk and Company, the American Realty. And then Stephanie Gray is also with Pynk and Company at the American Realty. We are a local real estate team out of Covington, Georgia, and we do basically anything in East Metro Atlanta area. And we come on every Monday to kind of just talk and tell you any updates and kind of hopefully you will find this informational and fun. Yes. So thank you for joining us. And what we're talking about this morning right quick is we're talking about on Saturday, of course, everybody knows you can't attend conferences right now. So we have been wanting to see Rachel Hollis and do her RISE conference. And since that's not available at the moment, they actually did one. And did they do it through Facebook?
No, it's an actual live conferencing platform that they used. I don't know the name of it. I'm not even sure that they gave out the name of it, to be honest with you. They did have some glitches. They're switching over to a different conferencing platform today.
It wasn't bad though. It was just a little bit of lag
I
here and
was
there.
following a lot of the other people that were watching it because this was literally worldwide. And so other people all around the world, they were talking about there were some lags, there was some skipping. We had maybe 30 minutes of having issues throughout a full 8-hour day.
And it was just like a couple of words here and there.
Yeah, we did really good.
Yeah.
Ours was working awesomely.
But it was a really, Rachel Hollis has 2 books you may have heard of that she's done is Girl Wash Your Face and the other one is Girl Stop Apologizing. Her husband also has a book that has come out. I don't know the name of it.
It's Dave Hollis is the writer, and it's Get Out of Your Own Way.
So they're very much motivational speakers, just kind of trying to help people be a better version of themselves. So it was very good. It flew by.
It really did.
It really flew by. And Miss Stephanie here was so sweet. When we got there that morning, and y'all will see it on my Facebook page, she had us our own little booklet, 3 rings. We each got to pick a cup, and I'm loving these cups. By the way, I have to drink 2 a day for the most part, and so far I'm doing that. I'm very excited.
I went off and left mine sitting on the table.
Makes it
full
very
of water,
easy.
but it's sitting on
I
the
hate
table.
when I do that. So, and then she had us a whole spread of fruit and vegetables, and just then after lunch, you guys, she pulls out brownies and cookies
But we need
and fudge. Oh my God. I'm still craving those carrot cake.
Oh my God.
Cookies.
For people that are watching, at Walmart, I haven't ever seen them anywhere else, but maybe other grocery stores have them. But at Walmart, in the bakery section, there are little mini carrot cake cookies, and you make it into a sandwich with like frosting in the middle.
So good.
I can eat those for days and days. I can only eat those for days and days and days. So I love them. They're delicious.
That's homeschool child right there.
That's Phoenix. He's mine.
For right now, is your students your kids not getting any new material after the 8th?
I have no idea.
Oh wow.
Peyton and Tucker are really looking forward to that because they are one of those kids that they always do their work on time. So they literally will not have any new work after the 8th. And I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
Well, my oldest is officially graduated from school.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
She's so excited that she doesn't have to get up and do work. But now she's like working 30 hours this week.
Oh, wow.
So, welcome.
Welcome to the real world.
Yesterday I was like, get up. It was 12:30. I was, get up. And she's like, why? I said, guess what? You're an adult. Adults don't get to sleep in like that anymore.
That's
right.
Welcome.
Welcome to the real world, child.
So,
That's so true.
hey, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne.
We love you too.
Yes.
We'd love you more if you sent us a cake.
He's
Oh,
adorable.
I always go downfield looking, wondering which house this is.
Yeah, I heard that you guys were packed this weekend. Wayne works at Falcon's Fury. If you want to buy a motorcycle,
Go see
Wayne's the
Wayne.
man.
Wayne is your
Wayne
guy.
is your guy. But David had to go there Saturday.
Michael.
David's friend is the reason why you guys were all stuck there so late. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what they were thinking. They know that I used to complain whenever people would do that, but it happens. But and then I heard that you guys were busy yesterday too because he had to go back up there yesterday. So
Yay.
I know.
That's a good thing.
That
It's
is
a
a
very
good
good thing.
I was pleasantly surprised at the normalcy of this weekend. Like on Facebook, people were out doing things. Saturday, while we were all doing our thing, my husband was out riding motorcycles, went to a restaurant. They were able to eat inside.
Wow.
Granted, it was that like it was like every other table, every 2 or 3 tables had to be shut down. But still, they got inside. They were able to eat and they had a good time. It was funny. He said that, I'm not sure that he wants y'all to know this, but I'm just going to say it anyways. So they went to Twin Peaks in Augusta. Twin Peaks is very similar to Hooters.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time, the waitresses are hired because they're very pretty young ladies. And he said it was really funny because they're all walking around with masks. So this is all you see of the girl, right? Like you're not seeing anything. And he's like, I wonder how well are they doing on the tips whenever you can't really see them?
But I am glad they were wearing masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were wearing masks, and I'm glad that they were able to go back to work because there's
Yeah.
so many
Mhm.
service people out there that were not able to work for the last
Struggling.
month.
Yeah.
Struggling.
They
Yeah.
really are.
So I feel you, y'all. I used to work in the service industry. I know it's hard. So
There was something I was going to say. I am seeing a lot of motorcycles, which I think is kind of nice because you're social distancing, yet you're still able to get out of the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
May is Motorcycle Awareness Month.
Oh, good.
Ah, very
So,
cool.
Motorcycle Awareness Month this month. That means keep your eyes open whenever you're out in your car. Like, if you see a motorcycle, try not to
Yes.
run it over.
Yes. Please don't.
Don't tailgate. Stay 2 car lengths behind.
Well, you should do that anyway.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah,
really,
but-
when you come to a stop sign, a red light, anything, I'm going to tell you from experience, stay a car length back because I was in Savannah about 7 years ago and almost was in the middle of 2 people shooting.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, that's scary.
I almost, I was behind a car. It was a 2-lane road or 2, on this side and 2 on the other side. I was behind a car that I didn't realize that someone else was after. This someone else came up in this big Cadillac and cut him off at the red light. So that guy in front of me could not go forward, and he couldn't go to the side, and he couldn't go to this side because it was a sidewalk. I'm behind him, and then I see them not happy with each other. And I have my daughter in the car between you and the car in front of you, at least you can somehow or another finagle your way to get out of a situation. And not only this, guys, it's the law. You're supposed to be a car length back when you are in traffic, when you're on the road, anytime. So very, this is a reason, you guys, that's why I say that. When you got to get out of there.
Sure.
So that's my PSA for today.
Like it.
All right.
Here's my other one. Mother's Day is coming Sunday.
It
Yes.
is.
Yep.
Yes.
You guys have 1 week. You have 6 days.
Yep.
Figure out what you're buying for your mama. Your
Well, my
cousin.
kids are buying
Yeah,
for me.
everybody.
And if you're ordering something, make sure you allow enough time for it to get here
Like you probably should have already done that.
or to get to them. Actually, Amazon's got
Amazon's doing really good.
Yes, they are.
I ordered from Target yesterday. I ordered the new Rachel Hall's planner and journal, and I'm gonna have them on Wednesday. So yeah, Target's even doing a really good job
Yeah.
right now.
They're actually showing up before they're supposed to be.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
we're very, very, very happy with that.
And that actually kind of segues into one of the things that I was talking about,
Just think.
or that I wrote down to talk about. Amazon showed record profits, or actually, let me rephrase that. They showed record sales for the last quarter, or for the last month and a half,
Oh, I'm sure.
right? So, but Jeff Bezos, who is the creator, is it Bezos or Bezos?
Jesus.
I thought it was Bezos too. He wrote up this letter to this big press conference, and he said, for all of y'all that are investing into Amazon, y'all need to sit down. Y'all ain't gonna be getting anything, because just because they had record sales does not necessarily mean they had record profits. In order to keep up with the sales, they have actually had to hire more employees.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, because of what is going on with COVID-19, they are actually finding that it costs more to ship things to you in the time that they tell you that it will be there. So for everyone that was like, oh, I'm going to go invest in Amazon because they got all kinds of people buying their stuff, that's fantastic. Hold on to your stocks. It's probably going to equal out in the long run, but you're not going to see a huge profit share with all of
soon.
this.
Right away.
Yeah, don't think that because of COVID-19, you're going to have massive profits. So I was actually really proud, or not proud of him. I don't even know him, but I was really, I thought it was really cool.
Well,
that,
we all pay for.
yeah,
you
I
know,
thought it was
we all
really
pay a
cool that
salary.
he got on there, because a lot of companies out there, they will do whatever they can to keep their shareholders happy, including screwing over their employees sometimes. And he's not that way. He was like, no, I'm taking care of my employees first. Y'all gonna have to sit there and wait a minute. So I liked that. That was really cool. Doing a really great job on shipping. I love my Prime guy. He's the best. And he waves at me. He waved at me and Peyton. We had no deliveries, but Peyton and I are out running on my street, and he's like, "Hey, girls!" I was like, "Yeah, he knows me."
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he knows. you.
So, okay, Airbnb. This one I don't know how to feel, so I'm kind of asking you guys how to feel about this. There are a lot of Airbnb owners that are trying to get some type of financial assistance because they are not able to
So
rent
not
out
renting
their
properties.
homes, and they're not able to make their mortgage payments. So, like, I went through this whole thread. I read like everyone's comments on it, like kind of did a lot of research on it. And there obviously are a lot of people that were like, too bad, so sad. You should not have bought 10 homes thinking that you could make your mortgage payments based off of renting this house out. And there's other people that are like, too bad, so sad. You screwed our economy anyways. And then there's other people that they're just upset that they can't go on vacation, so they feel bad for the Airbnb owners. Personally, I mean, seriously, there was this one guy completely going off saying that the people that are buying specifically for Airbnb, they are causing gentrification of neighborhoods. My problem with that is these homes were empty. These people had already lost their homes due to foreclosure during the last crisis. You had the option of either having that home sit empty
And vandalism
decaying,
and looking like,
or you had the option of this person who is not like a huge investor, they're not a multimillionaire, but they went in and bought a couple of homes, which is something that's been done forever and ever and ever, and rented them out. Granted, yes, they rented them out for short-term rentals. Still, it was being rented out.
what's the difference between that and VRBO?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're mad at Airbnb. They're mad at
That's because they own
VRBO.
hotels.
Well, they were like, all of these people are stealing from the hotel
they're not.
industry. And I was like, y'all,
And
am I
that could be
hearing
the
you
same with bed and
correctly?
breakfast.
You're sitting here telling me that you would rather people pour more money into a multi-million dollar organization rather than giving money to some dude that owns maybe 5 houses? I mean, come on. The dude owning 5 houses is not a multimillionaire.
Right.
Flip side, yes, I feel for these homeowners that cannot make their mortgage payments. The flip side of that is I do not believe in bailouts, period, point blank. I am very sorry that you are not getting an Airbnb or VRBO or whatever stay right now. I'm sorry. Maybe you should look into doing long-term rentals for the next year just to make sure that that's covered.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe that my government owes you anything because you can't pay your bills.
I agree.
I'm like, wow, people, I don't know. Like, I don't have an answer for you. I'm just amazed that this is a big deal. I'm amazed that it's a big deal that these vacation rental company or vacation rental owners think that they deserve a bailout.
Yeah, no.
And I'm shocked at the people that hate them.
I think that we're in such unprecedented times that, nobody really knows what to even. I agree with you, though, on the bailout. No bailouts. But I just think nobody really knows because, on one hand, they've closed all these businesses that was not your fault.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know which way to.
And legit, guys.
I mean, I didn't get a check.
I know, that's what
You didn't get a
I
check.
didn't get a check. I've heard we can. As real estate agents, you guys, we can. I am choosing not to.
Me too.
Because my thing is that if I can make it through this time without taking the government's money, that's less money that the government's got to come back up with. And they got to come up with it. It's going to come from somewhere. It's not free.
And there's plenty of takers out there taking it.
Well,
so
here's the thing. Whenever you are a small business owner, when you start your small business, which that's what it is whenever you have an Airbnb, when you have a VRBO, whatever, you're running a business. Understand that. When you start that, you need to make sure that you are setting yourself up
to be able to take those low months.
Like we set ourselves up where we've got money in the bank to take care of us in case we have no closing.
And we have ourselves taken a paycheck. Us 3 had decided when this started that we were not going to collect the amount that we would normally collect from the company each month because we don't know when this would end. Right. So this means, you guys, those people who are taking that stimulus check and going on vacation and buying stuff, golly,
I see so many people walking out of these big box stores with big screen TVs.
You guys, seriously, my thought is
that one cracks me up.
Y'all need to hold on to every penny you've got right now.
Well,
and this can kind of go into our forbearance talk.
That's what I was going to say. I'm not going to bring his name up, but we have a friend who was furloughed. Okay, so he is getting a massive reduction in pay monthly, and he was going to look into doing a forbearance, but he has money saved up because his job is a lot like ours. The majority of it is a commission base. He had money saved up in case he had lean months. So he said, I'm good for a couple of months. If they don't bring me back on until summer, I'm okay. But it comes down to, he did call his bank and ask them what are their forbearance options.
Well, and then it also goes back to the fact that so many people think that if you work for someone else, you have job security.
No, you do not.
Do you think that now?
Yeah, right.
We work for ourselves, right? The job security I have is how hard I am willing to work.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm willing to work hard, even during this time, it's not giving up, you guys. You can't. And that job security thing, there is no job security. You could walk in tomorrow and they say, I'm sorry, but we got to let you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I pray that people who have been living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, I hope that they will see the light and go towards that light. And what's at that light is, let's save enough for 6 months in case I was in a car accident and couldn't work, or in case, but they're not going to.
Yeah, they'd rather have that 65-inch TV.
Well, and it's not even that. It is not even that. It is the fact that so many people, and these are my friends. So these are my friends. They believe that the government should take care of them. Mm-hmm. They believe that if they lose their job, they believe that if they can't make their mortgage payment, the government should give them some type of forbearance so that their mortgage company will approve them for not making payments.
Well, my thing is, go live somewhere that the government will pay for everything, because you're going to lose all your freedoms.
Well,
and even then, they're not going to take care of you.
Did y'all hear that in Canada, they're taking away all their assault rifles?
I did.
That's what happens whenever you give up your freedoms. Mm-hmm. No, seriously. Their prime minister literally woke up one day after having had a dream.
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, and said, I don't believe that y'all should be entitled to the assault rifle.
Like, y'all don't need those, because they have the ability to kill lots of people in a short time.
Y'all don't need to take away our cooking knives. Let's not.
I'm not getting into that. I just think whenever you have a government that takes care of you, they're allowed to make split-second decisions, and y'all just have to abide by it. Mm-hmm. And I am not that person.
But you guys, guess what? If you want money from the government, guess what? There are strings attached. It has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
If I want money from my company, it can't just come to me. It's got to come from somewhere.
It's true. I am curious as to what our national debt is going to look like this time next year.
It's going to look like our taxes are going to be outrageous.
It's going to. I think our national debt's going to be nuts next year.
So just remember, when you're out there buying that TV, don't be complaining about your taxes next year.
Okay, well, so I had negative stuff today, and I'm really sorry about that.
No, we have a lot of good stuff.
So, do we have anything positive to talk about?
Yes. It is beautiful outside.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, it's supposed to be gorgeous all week.
No, girl.
No, but we need some rain.
We do. We do need some rain, because my poor little garden is a little sad right now. But we're supposed to be 83 degrees this afternoon. I wore shorts yesterday, y'all. I wore shorts. Like, you have no idea how excited I am. And it's supposed to be warm tomorrow, too. Like, I think the high is 85. Wow. Wednesday, we're going to have a butt ton of rain.
Oh, good.
And Thursday, we're going to be in the 40s.
And what?
Yeah.
In the 40s?
In the 40s?
In the 40s.
Like, at night.
40s. Okay.
At night, right? Like,
not during the day.
The high, look, I will pull it up. I'm telling you right now, the high is 55 at the most. Like, let me tell you, this girl right here, she's going to be bundled up.
Like, right?
Not me, I'm going to love it. Every minute of it.
She sits here like she's half naked all day long
with this fan on her,
and then I'm over here like shivering. Duana's like, "Are you a little cold?" I'm a little cold. I'm like, "Yes, I'm freezing. My lips are blue." Oh, okay. My bad. So Thursday it's going to be 46 is the low, 69 is the high.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
I'm excited.
I like right about 70. Right about 70 is nice.
To me, Saturday was like perfect.
85 is my perfect number.
85. I melt.
So
because I'm sugar.
85 here is very different than 85 in Florida.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
I would
Depends on where you are.
Well, I was figuring closer to the ocean, because you have the ocean breeze. So
actually a large portion of the state that we are technically not close to the ocean.
That's true. Like right down the middle.
Yeah, right down the middle. We don't get the I keep saying we. I don't live there anymore. They do not get the ocean breeze.
Okay.
So it's that sticky
Stale.
humidity, stale heat.
Yeah.
Kind of like August 1st here.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's-
soupy.
Whatever August 1st through September here is, that's what they deal with 9 months out of the year in Florida.
Yeah, so you see, see this? It will be up.
Girl, you don't even
Well,
bother
see,
brushing
there
your
was
hair in Florida.
humidity.
Oh, I was like, I do brush my hair.
No, I'm saying down there, there's no point in it because you're going to have all these flyaways and it's going to be curly and everything.
Yeah.
I loved it when I lived in Phoenix. I know this is totally off
Because it's
subject, but
dry.
it is so dry that I
love that.
never had to straighten my hair.
Right?
I woke up every day and it was straight.
Oh, that was
It was
nice.
the best.
Yeah.
I don't care how hot. Look, one of the summers when we lived there is 120 degrees.
Mm.
It's not any different than 85 degrees on the beach in Florida.
That's
Nothing.
true.
It's just
Back to
So
Mother's
nice.
Day, you guys. Really try to buy another one. A great site, if you've never seen it, is Etsy. Etsy is, and you can go in there and tell it to only find shops that are in the United States. So
you used to even be able to go all the way down to your state. Can
Oh,
you
I don't
go all the
know.
way down to your state anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah,
But I will say those are individuals who are either at home doing little things that they sell. And it's just a great way to support small businesses. So again, we love Amazon. I can't say I don't. But when it comes to a gift, I try to buy something that's unique, one of a kind.
Yeah.
Now, the gift I'm asking from my family this weekend is I want to go hiking on Sunday.
Oh, I would
With
love
them.
to go.
Mm.
So we'll see if that happens. Hiking, something. I want to do something with my family. That's what I want,
There you go. I like it.
along with a big fat diamond ring.
Keith, are you watching this? If you're
No.
watching this, I'll
is
tag you.
He knows this, and it stresses him out.
She's
So,
made a very
Yeah.
specific request. I can send you a website link to this really great company called Era Gems. I've already told them about it. It's all vintage, old, beautiful antique jewelry. And I want a couple of rings. They're like $20,000.
Yeah, why not?
we ain't balling like that.
Why
Did
not?
you not hear me say I took a pay
I will
reduction?
never be able to afford that.
Don't say that.
No,
You
don't say
will.
that.
The
You
truth
will.
is, y'all, look, I want those rings and they're beautiful, but I would never in a million years buy one simply because I would never wear it.
Yeah.
And I want to wear my jewelry. I buy all of my jewelry from Goodwill. I'm cheap.
I do a lot of, I always have to
I
check
do.
out the necklaces.
The majority of the stuff that you guys see me wear, I buy the cheapest because.
But she also has an aunt who sells on Etsy as
No, she sells on Poshmark, and she is
Oh, that's
the vintage mouse
Mhm.
on. I will
Oh,
share.
look, Keith is watching now.
Hey, you need to
Keith-
rewind this back
Yeah,
5 minutes.
No, you don't.
You missed where you
No,
came
you
up.
don't.
Mhm.
Anyways,
He
the
said
vintage
no.
mouse. The vintage mouse on Poshmark, she sells vintage jewelry on there, vintage costume jewelry. So it's not super uber expensive, but it's gorgeous stuff. Like seriously, I love it. She sends me stuff. We trade off.
And we love checking it out when she does. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else good do we have to talk about? You know what we have good to
We
talk
have-
about? We are not sick. And none of our family
That
has
is
become
true.
sick.
I don't know if you guys have done it yet. You can't do it anymore. It ended at 10. I did the GAR survey for COVID-19. One of the questions was, do you know anyone that has had or has COVID?
I don't know.
I'm
anybody.
able to say that I have not met, I know no one personally in my life that has had it.
Actually, I know some people who think, like back in December, they
They had
actually think they had it.
well, you know,
And
I'm
it even
curious.
sounds like
Well,
from their
if
sentence.
that's what we're going with,
Absolutely
me
think
and
so.
Tucker and Peyton all had it back in November and December. I'm not even going to joke with you there. Like literally we were dying back then.
I'm curious about the whole testing thing. So if I go up and get tested today, for example, what happens if I am exposed to it tomorrow?
First of all,
I mean,
that
what's-
test is pointless.
Yeah, that's
Well,
You would have
exactly.
to stay, you would have to quarantine yourself
for 14 days.
until, first of all, if you get tested, it's pointless if you're going to be out in the public again. A lot of people are getting tested because they want to go see their elderly parents for Mother Day.
Well, and
But
I
once
think
they get
a
tested,
lot
they're
of them are
staying.
getting tested because they already have something going on,
Yeah.
and they're confirming.
Right.
Mhm.
So, why should we be concerned?
No,
Funny story.
no.
Listen,
God knows I
funny
ain't been
story.
nowhere.
She was on a networking call when I got here this morning, and I didn't know that she was, but on her computer screen it had like big, huge letters, symptoms of COVID-19. I opened that door and I was like, do I need to know something before I walk in this room? 'Cause it ain't happening. I want it.
I will
tell
turn
her.
my happy butt around and get right back in the
I
car.
said, it ain't happening to me.
That's right.
Ma'am.
So, but yeah, a lot of people are doing it so they can get their results. But once they get tested, they're then quarantining themselves at home until they get those results. And a lot of it is so that they can go see mom on Mother's Day, which I thought was a really great idea. You know, especially if you.
Is there a charge to the test, or are they testing free? Do you know? I don't know.
Sure.
I have no idea.
I would imagine there's a small
I was
charge.
under the impression that the one that they were doing at the horse park, which I don't know if it's still open or not, the one that they were doing at the horse park was free.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I would think in a way they would be free because then they're getting the numbers that they want.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a research for them.
Right.
But there's no point in going to get tested if you're going to go right back out into the public.
Well, and that was my thing. I'm like, well, but you could test today and be exposed tomorrow, so that test is useless.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you do it every single day, it's useless.
Yeah. And plus, you don't get it back quickly. Like when it first happened, it was taking over 7 days for them to get results back when it was supposed to be 72 hours.
Wow.
And then I was listening last night, and a lot of governors who were thinking of opening their states got a little nervous because all of a sudden in one day there was all these positives. But come to find out, it was because they had uploaded a ton of tests.
That's exactly what happened to us. Our first day of being off of quarantine, we had a massive jump in numbers. To find out, the media didn't tell you, but all of those numbers were because they had uploaded all of the results from the last 7 days.
Yeah.
So one day looked huge, but it was a 7-day time period.
Yeah. So, and that's the other thing. Go to cdc.gov if you want legit answers. And as far as media source,
Don't trust your media.
No,
Ever.
do not trust your media.
Unless it's us.
OANN, I think, is one that's pretty good, though.
I don't trust anybody.
unless it's us, I don't even know if I'm from.
They don't trust me. We don't trust Dwayne
Actually,
either.
I do.
Because everything Dwayne says, it's all conspiracy
Yeah,
theories.
I don't even know.
I love it. I love it.
We're like, no.
But
I am
will
curious.
say,
I need to go look and see what, all this stuff they were predicting that was going to happen the 1st of April. None of it happened. And it's like crickets over there on all my conspiracy sites. They're like, we don't even know what to say because nothing's happened. Oh my gosh.
I do trust what she says because I know that she's going to research it. And she'd have made a good private investigator, y'all.
I read so much.
Yeah. Don't be prank calling us because she'll hunt you down.
She will hunt you down.
In a heartbeat, and I'll call you back. Don't you know why?
Yeah.
You hang
ask
up on
me
me,
if
I'm gonna call you
She
back.
might end up in
Ask
your
me if
driveway.
my refrigerator's running.
Or if I have Prince Albert in the can,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him out.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of people are gonna be like, huh?
Yeah.
All these young people. Like, well, who's Prince Albert?
Well,
Oh, Lord.
I think we've gone over.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have.
about 4 minutes.
35 minutes.
Yeah, not bad. So we hope you. By the way, don't forget cooking is on Tuesdays now, not Mondays. So we hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week.
And if you're thinking about selling your home or if you're thinking about purchasing a home, give us a call. Because
We would love.
We would love And if you have any questions about forbearance, we totally didn't go as in-depth as we should. Give us a call.
Let's just say this. If there's any possible way that you can navigate without doing a forbearance,
Please
do. If it's your absolute last chance, you do what you got to do.
Give us a call. We'll help.
before you make that decision.
Yeah. Give us a call.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys. See y'all
Thanks,
Wednesday.
everybody.
Monday.
Thank you.
Bye.